Hello, Facebook ads people. I'm Konstantinos, and this is the Facebook ads breaking news podcast. Hello, guys. Another podcast number 73. Really interesting topics today, but from the thumbnail, we're going to discuss a little bit about some startups that I started recently with, and I want to tell you some things that happened over there. So, startup number one, selling bikes. In Europe, that's all I'm going to say. And in this one, the reason that I'm mentioning this one is because it was a new pixel, new ad account, new Instagram account, new Facebook account. Everything was new. High AOV, like 1K AOV for the bikes, and immediately it worked. Why do I mention that? Because a lot of times I hear people and I see on the comments that we're talking about, my pixel is not trained, and I'm going to also discuss about this in a little bit because apparently there are some people in some groups that they're teaching that pixels are not getting trained. So we're going to discuss this also, but this is for later. They come and they say, you know something, I'm having my pixel is not trained, I'm having some results or zero results, and I'm waiting for my pixel to get trained so that I can have better results. The truth is that even if your pixel gets trained, if you're not having initially some good results, most probably it's not going to improve drastically. So here we have a situation that immediately, and this is where I want to focus, if you have a good product, a good offer, a good landing page and everything, even with a new pixel, you're going to have good results. There's another product here, another company which I started with, and by the way, if you're starting now running ads and you're having zero sales, most probably you have to be, you have to understand that even if you, first of all, you cannot train your pixel without sales, but even if you train your pixel, you're not going to have such good sales. On the second case, we have a company, that's my first and only Greek client. I don't have any Greek clients, but he's a very good guy, and he actually convinced me that he's not a moron, and I really liked his product, which I also took to my house and I used, and I really loved it. It's actually candles, and they're really nice because they have, it's like a chocolate bar. You cut the chocolate, you put it there, you light the fire, and then the whole house smells good with lemon pie or juicy pizza and whatever. And I like it because it relaxes me. After all, right now, guys, with the baby, I'm spending more and more time on the house, basically only on the house because I'm working here, so I'm not even going out. Apparently the baby decided that doesn't like to go for walks because he's crying, so we're just staying at home right now, and it's also really hot in Greece, so I'm doing things inside house, and I'm working also a lot, which is something that we will discuss after this example and tell you some things about my mentorship programs. So the thing is that on this company, we have very good results, 5 euros CPM on Greece, very good results, spending 10 to 15K per month, really good positive ROAS and growth. And he decided, and that's also one of the main reasons that I work with him, that he wants to move also to France, Belgium, and Germany. So right now, we do have a new pixel over there. We don't have profitable results, but we do have some results, okay? We do get sales, and we try with new creatives, we're testing and all of that to try to get good results. Also, it is off season. That's why he wants to do this transition to other countries. Look how clever he is in the way that he's thinking. He's thinking in Greece, the summer is hot. So I need to open my market so that I can keep having cash flow and money coming into the business on this period also. So what am I going to do? I'm going to go to the northern parts of Europe that they can use it all the year around because they don't have such hot days on the summer. So we're expanding to Germany and France. France, of course, has the Mediterranean and stuff, but they have also the northern part. And we're going to see how it goes there. But again, my point is that it's not something that is having zero sales. It is having sales. Profitability is something that we're going to look later. For now, we do train the pixel, and I think that's going to go well. That's my initial opening of this podcast from my experiences with these two new ad accounts. Because from time to time I do take some new ad accounts when I believe in the project and stuff. Now you might ask me, did you believe in the bikes? I believed in the person that referred me to the guy, and he told me that this is a good business. So I said, okay, I will try it. Last thing that I want to say, I recently closed a client which they're selling a course basically on how you can sell books on Amazon, really successful with so many reviews and everything. And over there, they do have they're selling this course for 1.5k. There is something strange that happened over there, and I was discussing this also today with Jonathan. And basically, the thing that happened is that I was when I went to the ad account and I was discussing with the owners, I could see that the previous agency was just running Advantage Plus campaigns with broad targeting, and the CPM was somewhere around 130, 140. So I said that if we manage to lower the CPM, then we will be able, because even if you are selling something for 1,500 with the upsells that they have and everything, the lifetime value of customers is 2.5k. A really high AOV and lifetime customer value. So what I thought is that if I manage to lower, for example, the CPM to 80, 70, 50, 60, then I'm going to be able to run the ads with much smaller cost. So I did start it because the agency, for some reason, they were just doing Advanced Plus campaigns, okay? And I'm not against Advanced Plus campaigns, as you know from my videos. I'm just against of being one trick pony and just not understanding that you have to adapt. So you're getting a very high CPM and you're getting an item which is not selling a lot. Even if this company is operating for 3-4 years, which is what is happening here, why don't you try some interest in order to see if you can lower the CPM? The things that we are saying, and I was explaining also in the video on how you can start with a new business in 2024. What happened is that I started with interests. I started having some sales there, but I was having the same CPM as broad. Then I did stacked lookalikes, crazy method, and I was having a little bit less CPM. And then I did broad targeting, crazy method with some specific demographics based on in the ages that it was selling. It was selling on 40 plus men and women. So I excluded the 18 to 40, and that thing. I have because on the 30th of May, what happened is that the CPMs just went down to all of these three campaigns to $30, $20 CPM. And I just couldn't understand why. And it just kept going like this for the next day. So all of these first 6 days of the month, I'm having an average CPM of 20. And instead of me spending $1,000 per day in one campaign targeting 5,000, the reach was 5,000 people, now the reach is 35,000 people. The cost per click also went down from $9 to $6, which still are not good numbers, but you have to understand that here we're selling something super expensive and stuff. In my opinion, not super expensive for what these guys are offering, because they have crazy credibility. That's why they are also able to sell something to cold audience for 1,500. But as you can understand, I couldn't, and I still cannot understand. I have a theory. Maybe you can tell me if I'm right or wrong. My theory is that the pixel was there and it was targeting a broad, but at some point it wasn't able to extinguish who to target. By just doing interest and lookalike targeting, we gave better direction to the pixel, maybe unclogged it. And now, even on broad, we do have very good results there with having, CPMs of $20 or $30 and basically with the same amount of money targeting 5 times more people, and it's working. In the first 5 days, I had a call with them yesterday. in the first 5 days of the month, they are profitable after 6 months of being unprofitable. So big changes over here. I'm really happy that this is working well, because they do deserve it. I think that they were really patient also with the agency. They were just telling them their concerns and stuff, and nobody cared about it. But yeah, if you have any other idea of why this has happened, I know that it's difficult based on what I say to envision it, but it's a little bit strange for me. The last thing that I want to do is I want to check and see if I'm going to have now on an Advanced Plus the same CPM. And if I have the same CPM on Advanced Plus, then that means that it got unclogged. If I have high CPM, it means that for some reason the Pixel was going to target also the younger ages, increasing the CPM, while I was able on normal CBO campaigns to just exclude the other ages, I guess, that they were bringing the high CPM. I don't know. I will keep testing. I just wanted to share this with you because I'm discussing it also with Jonathan, and to be honest with you, we have no idea why this have happened. We just have a theory, but we have no idea. We cannot be sure about it. Now, a little bit about since I mentioned it, a little bit about the services and the mentorship and stuff. So the Patreon thing with the podcast is moving really well. There are many people that are joining, and they are watching the extra podcast and the information there. And thank you very much, guys, for that. If you do it to support me, thank you. If you do it because you are taking value out of it, again, thank you. It's up to you. It's $18, I think, per month just to watch the other half of the podcast. So the other thing is that the inner circle is growing. I have over there students of mine from the past that I brought in, along with people that they joined, and we do a call every week. And it's really nice because it's also freelancer people that they have many accounts, but it's also business owners that they have bigger accounts and spends. And I think it's a very nice, it's a very nice place of doing questions and stuff for 1.5 hours and talking much deeper. I said also, you will see soon some videos coming with another account which is spending 3.8 million per month, and some things that I wanted to prove there. Also we had this discussion in the inner circle, sharing live the account and stuff. So the value that people get there, I think it's big, especially because it's not only me, it's other people that they manage also another 40 accounts and another 40 accounts. So there's so many there. Last thing, the Chosen 5. The Chosen 5 was the biggest success of all. To be honest with you, it's the one that I didn't expect to go that well because it was expensive. Basically, it's 5K per month in order to do daily calls with me and optimize together the ad accounts. The spots are all filled, and there's one person that I'm talking to tomorrow to fill the last spot, and they are filled all the time, so it's difficult to find a spot. I already announced to the people doing the inner circle that their price is going to stay the same, but I'm going to increase it to 10K for the future people that are going to come. If you think of it, guys, it's a lot of work, first of all, but if you think of it, I prefer to have 2 people that they give me 10K each instead of having 4 people that they give me 5K each. And apparently it's a demand thing. So the way that I see the demand about this, I'm going to take it to 10K, and I think that the spots are also going to be filled there. Now, if you ask me if I'm going to increase it more, I have no idea, but I don't think so. So that's the news of how it's going. I'm getting also a lot of new ad accounts. Apparently the channel has grown a lot, and thank you guys all very much for that. On my side, as you can see on the last period, I'm trying a lot to show a lot of optimization, a lot of ad account examples and stuff. So I'm trying really hard. One other thing that I want to announce is that the quality of the videos is going to go higher. I'm hiring another person. So each of my video editors, that are going to be 3, they're going to be responsible for 1 video per week, so that we can have better quality on the videos and do better shorts and everything. So I think that all of this is going to help the channel do better and better, and I hope that we're going to reach 100k by the end of the year. I doubt it, but maybe we will hit 80k, who knows. But it's doing pretty well. I'm pretty happy with all of that. And the courses also are selling well and stuff, even while I'm not promoting them. But the truth, guys, is that the course are selling really well, and nobody has ever asked their money back because they do understand the concept of the course, which is teaching. And this is also what we do on the Chosen 5, teaching without blueprints, like the agency that was running only Advanced Plus campaigns, because maybe they have another 10 accounts that they're running with Advanced Plus, but this was a unique account that was having an item which was selling on 1.5k. So doing campaigns of $200 doesn't make sense. I was doing immediately campaigns of 1k, and I'm having 1 sale or maybe 2 sales at a day. And the other thing is to understand a little bit that if your CPM is very high and somebody is telling you that it's high, what are we going to do? Well, try some interest or try something else to see if you will have different CPMs. I'm going to create a video with this ad account because the behavior over there is strange, but I also would like to focus a little bit on the CPM and how much more traffic you can get, and maybe over there you can see it visually and you can tell me your experiences, and maybe I can understand more why this has happened. Let's move to the next thing. Yesterday, which was the 5th of the month, we had a problem with the attribution settings, and with multiple attributions in another account, we couldn't see the average results of the other account. It got fixed later in the evening, and today again it's broken. So it's really annoying when you try to optimize, you cannot see the average results on the bottom. The solution to that, if you don't know it, is that you have to take the campaigns that they have the same attribution setting, like 7 days click, 1 day view. These campaigns that they have the same, you can group them together and go to the search bar on the top and filter by selection or filter by row selection, this one. And then you're going to be able to see the average results of the campaigns that they have exactly the same attribution setting. If you have different attribution settings, you can see the average results just like this, or you can go to ChatGPT, as my friend Michael told me, and you can go and you can just write, get me the average ROAS for these campaigns. Campaign 1, spend 500, ROAS 5. Campaign 2, spend 600, ROAS, and work like this in order to understand your average ROAS. If you want to see it visually though, that filter by selection is what you should do. It's broken again today. I don't know if it's going to be fixed later. The reason that I'm worried about this is because the last time that we have seen this is when they were changing the attribution model from 28 days to 7 days, and we had these problems with the attribution setting. I hope that they're not changing something to the attribution model, because as I said, it was the last time that we saw that, it was when we had this kind of changes. So I will keep monitoring it and let you know. Shopify was also down yesterday. For a small period of time there was an outage, but everything was actually fixed. Next, I would like to show you this picture over here. It says the research team from small and medium businesses at Meta runs tests to better understand how businesses use the Meta platform, with an end goal of developing case studies and best practices to best businesses run successful advertisement campaigns. We are looking to advertisers to participate in a remote ads test with the goal to determine if bundling other objectives with website sales conversion ads, such as awareness and traffic objectives results, is more sales than running website sales conversion ads alone. If you are interested in participating, please apply below by filling out a survey, more details, blah blah. And the guy told me that the reps told him that the requirement is we pause other ads for 4 weeks and they fund test campaigns with new objectives for a month, like awareness and traffic. Guys, if you ever have this kind of proposal from Meta, tell them to off, because obviously here there's a very big issue over here. If you go and you close all of your campaigns, your conversion campaigns, just for them to test objectives like traffic and awareness, except from the fact that you're not going to have good results, you're going to ruin your ad account, and you're going to have to build it all over again. So don't do it, even if they tell you that they're going to fund everything. Now, the way that this is set up, I'm pretty sure that there are many people that are going to do it, and I'm pretty sure that they're going to regret it gravely, because doing awareness and traffic campaigns, for sure, it's not going to have results. Even if they give you all the money, fund it 100%, you're not going to have better results. You're going to have worse results, and then you will have to build all over again your ad account after the test is over. So you're only losing. Next one, before we go to Upwork and then your questions. Apparently, one of my students told me that in some groups, dropshipping group, this one is dropshipping group, they say that the pixels are not getting trained, and I was actually mind blown by the fact that there are some people that they had success before iOS on 2018 with one dropshipping store, and since then, because they had zero success, they're just showing the numbers of the past, and now they show the numbers of their new students, and they're teaching things like that. Because guys, you have to understand that because of my students and because of my connections, I have eyes everywhere. So in all of the groups, you cannot imagine. Okay, I know, because there are people that they come to me for consultings and stuff. I learn everything, almost everything. The thing is that not almost. I learn a lot. Okay, let's not be so cocky. So the thing is that in one group, they said that the pixels are not getting trained, and the pixel is just a vessel. If the pixel is just a vessel and it's just reporting and it's not getting trained, how can you explain that even on the core strategy of this course that they were selling, they do say that you run with interest and then you move with broad targeting? What are you training then? The algorithm, the ad account? The pixels, of course, are getting trained. This is one of the most fundamental things. Not just because Facebook is saying it, but because we observe it all the time. You cannot just think that the pixels are not getting trained, because we have cases that we have seen that I'm having one video, how to train your pixel in 2024, where I'm seeing that I'm having completely different CPMs when I'm starting with broad targeting, and eventually by training my pixel, I'm able to target broad targeting. So the only thing that I don't want to see, guys, is going into calls eventually, because and just try to convince people that the pixels are getting trained just because someone is going to teach something in a wrong way. Okay, I hope that this is not going to happen, and I hope that if you're watching this podcast and you think that the pixel is not getting trained, come on. don't, okay? The pixels are getting trained. This is 100% confirmed across other accounts, and I can confirm it with numbers and stuff. I have done videos with it, but I just never thought that I had to do a video, for example, trying to prove it, But yes, there are videos like the one that I showed you that it shows that the pixels are getting trained and the results are getting better and better by time. Of course, as we said at the start, you need to have some results. Okay, but the problem is that these guys might think that the first example that I gave with the bike, that if the product is good and stuff, it's going to work. Yes, but there are products that are initially going to be more difficult to sell, and they're going to pick up later. For example, how do you explain the fact that they have a Christian brand right now that has CPMs of $5 on the United States, because they're just like a monopoly right now? Nobody can use interests anymore there. Who is doing that? The ad account or the pixel? Because I'm doing ads also on another ad account, and I'm having kind of the same results. Okay, and I'm pretty sure that if I use another pixel, it's not going to have the same results as I have done with other ad accounts and other Christian brands that they never picked up these numbers because they don't have a trained pixel. Anyway, it's actually funny with the Christian niche, because right now all of these trained companies, trained pixel companies from the past, they have something like a monopoly, which is really nice, because not a lot of new people can enter the market, because all of the interests, like 200 interests or more, like Christianity, Catholic, Jesus, Mother Mary, everything has been removed. So I hope that they will stop teaching this kind of bull. Now, last thing. Last thing. It's going to be the Upwork thing. Yesterday I received an email. I don't use Upwork anymore, okay? And the reason that I don't use Upwork is because I know, guys, that you might not care about Upwork. It's not related to Facebook, but we have also freelancers watching this video. I don't like Upwork anymore. First of all, because it has lower quality contracts. Secondly, because they have changed so many things with the bidding system, which is really, really annoying right now, and I don't like it at all in the way that it's actually working, and because you have to always be on top of your PC every 10 minutes and just go there. Third thing is we have automations with ChatGPT and all of that, spamming people and all of that. You can say do it also. I don't want to do it because I will lose time for small contracts, which I don't care about at this point of my life. For someone who is starting right now, it's the only way, I think. And the last thing is because you are too dependent on a stupid, let's say, review. I never had problems with reviews, but I always had in my mind this, that if something happens, at least I can hide one review from someone who is crazy, because you can never exclude the possibility of someone being crazy. Someone might be crazy. So if someone comes and says that, hey, I wanted 6 rows, you gave me 5, for example, and you are a scammer, I was able to do something back in the days on Upwork about this. Now you cannot, because they're actually removing, it says, effective September 3rd, client feedback that meets our terms of service will no longer be eligible for removal. This change is designed to improve marketplace transparency. Bull. You took a platform which was good, Upwork, and you're making it worse and worse and worse, because right now you're not even protecting the freelancers. So by just doing that, you're not protecting the freelancers, which are going to be harmed a lot or blackmailed, okay? Because by just having, and we didn't ask too much. We were asking just one chance in case someone is crazy. And now you're taking also away this. Now, if anyone from Upwork is listening, which I don't think so, first of all, you can off, okay? Because you're idiots and you're destroying a very good platform which was working really well. Secondly, I must say that you took the quality of the customers is dropping again and again and again, and you're not having good customers anymore inside the platform. Third thing, you are forcing people to take contracts outside just because of that, while you are not protecting the freelancers, at least from the possibility of someone being crazy. You don't listen to any feedback that anyone is giving to you, and you're just working with a way that freelancers are afraid of you, and this is something that is not going to help you well. I do understand that every year you have to show new growth, but I do believe that eventually, if you continue like this and you don't care about the freelancers, or you don't care about, at least if you're doing all of that with bidding and all of that, find better people with bigger contracts. I don't know how. Just try to find them. You're going to make also more money over there, instead of people just giving $500 or $1,000 for a monthly management, or which I'm not going to do anymore. Okay, so that's all I had to say about Upwork. If they don't fix that, I think that they're going to lose a lot. And given the fact that this is a company that really cares about the profits every year, and this is what I feel like they're trying to do every year, they're trying to find solutions of increasing more and more the revenue. I think that you're going to regret it. Okay. Because if a freelancer, for example, it's not fair. It's not fair. Just because someone gave you a bad review, and we were able to remove one bad review every 6 months. I think I have never done it because it wasn't needed, but at least at the back of my head, I had the option, and I was thinking that if something bad happens, at least I can hide one review. Now, with all of that, everybody's going to work under stress and pressure, and there are going to be a lot of people that they're going to be also blackmailed, which is something which is happening all the time on Upwork. Anyway, let's go to Isabel. From experience, is this recommendation accurate? This is from an Advanced Plus campaign. From my experience, increasing budget that fast is never good, but never good for me, but is this legit, and maybe I have to wait a little for results, or it's something else from Facebook I should ignore? This is something from Facebook that you should ignore. This is the new opportunity score. It doesn't appear to all other accounts, just so you know, so you're not going to be able to see it, but for sure these numbers are estimates and they are not coming from reality, and I would strongly suggest you to avoid it. Yeah, just avoid it, guys. These are not accurate numbers. Next one. Me too, last Sunday and Monday were exceptional, great. So he's talking about the previous podcast and what I said. It seems that Advanced Plus behaves the same way everywhere. Unfortunately, after that, the same campaign and even the new ones I created are doing really badly. Currently, I'm stuck. Really sad. I'm sad to hear that the Advanced Plus campaigns are not working well for you. But let me tell you that for me, they're working really well, especially the ABO Advanced Plus campaigns. So if you're doing CBOs, just do ABO Advanced Plus campaigns. If you don't have the option for CBO, it's better because you have the old Advanced Plus campaigns. I would just keep trying, I guess. But yeah, Advanced Plus campaigns haven't stopped working. I'm using them a lot. Hi Konstantinos, thank you so much for your content. We have improved so much with you. Oh, thank you. Most of our clients also use Google Ads. Is there someone on YouTube you can recommend learning from who is just as good as you in that space? Guys, given the fact that I don't know Google Ads, I can understand them and I can be part of discussions, but I don't know them. I cannot understand if someone is good or bad, so that I can refer you to. But for sure, if anyone of you wants to work with someone on Google Ads, you can send me a message and I can get you in contact with Jonathan, that he's also doing Google Ads. Then he says, fair enough, thank you for replying. Do you feel like you can run Meta only, or is the combination of Meta and Google necessary? Nothing is necessary, but for sure it helps, because having omnipresence in many channels, it's always helping a lot, but you're having other problems like the one platform stealing data from the other, which is also good for the platforms because they're getting more data, but you have it's a little bit for you difficult to extinguish how much you're making from each one of them. I'm trying to get as much budget for campaigns on Meta as I can, but I've already been taught it's important to run both Google and Meta. I agree. Anyway, the Google is going to follow Meta, okay? Because Google is going to spend some money. The more you scale Meta, the more Google is actually scaling with Meta. The opposite never happens. Never happens. It happens only on things that they're selling primarily only with Google. For example, if someone is looking for a plumber, you have better chances of selling with Google instead of Meta. Is it a small e-commerce store with it's a small e-commerce store with limited budget, around 200-300 per day in a small country, Denmark? The fact that you're in a small country, it's actually good. It means that it's not good for scaling, but it means that you can actually train your pixel fast and all of that, so you're going to be fine. There is break even in both places, maybe. It's an impossible question to answer, but I would like to hear your thoughts about it anyway. It's not an impossible answer, but yeah, I think I already replied. I think that you should continue with both. Now, if you're on the break even on both platforms, try to see how you can improve, because this is what you're getting, okay? These are the numbers that you get on the platform. Try to see how you can improve. Instead of making $50, for example, to make $60 per order and all of that. Try to see if you can improve, just use these platforms for growth and then have repeated sales from email and SMS. Things like that, okay? The fact that you're on break even, it's good and bad, okay? It's good because you're not losing money, but it's bad because you're not making money. The thing is that it's up to you to reevaluate your numbers as a business and try to make it work, because this is what Meta is giving you. And even if your pixel gets better, it's not going to improve so much to have a lot of profits. The improvement is going to come from the business numbers in that case. What is the maximum frequency when you turn off the ad? I don't turn off ads based on frequency. Actually, I'm having one video, guys, which is coming with an ad account which is spending 3.5 million or 3 million per month, and 3.5, 3.8. And over there, I'm also showing that the frequency is really high. So all of the people, gurus or whatever, whoever is teaching that if you have too frequency, you are retargeting people and blah, 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 and all of that, and you should not do it and all of that. This is showing that these are people that they have never run ad accounts, that they have big spends. Because whoever is talking about frequency, of having 2 or 3 frequency on cold traffic ads, that you should close them, these are people that they have never run ad accounts that are above 300k per month. In all of my ad accounts, I have higher frequencies from 2, 3, 4. In some cases, in the ad account of the 3.8 million, the frequency on the last 5-6 months is 21. Okay, and it's profitable. What matters here is if it's profitable, okay? The other bullshit about spamming people with the same offer. Things like you are also retargeting people on your cold traffic ads, these are bullshit. If you're working in ad accounts that are having big spends, you're not thinking like this. You're thinking with profitability. And yes, I do accept that you should not watch the ROAS that you see inside the platform, but you can watch a correlation between the ROAS that you see in the platform and what you get in reality. If I'm getting 1.8 ROAS, do I get in reality 2.5? Perfect. Okay. If I'm getting 1.7, I'm getting 2 ROAS in reality, I'm not happy with that. Okay, I will try for 1.8 so that I will get 2.1, for example. Okay, examples just to make you understand. But the whole point here is to understand that the profitability is deciding if you're going to close an ad or not, and not the frequency. The frequency is there to watch it for other things, but later on, the frequency is something that you're not going to observe in very high spends like 500,000 or 1 million per month. So when you see people proposing that you should close it on 2-3 frequency, 2 frequency is really normal on cold traffic. If you see 3 frequency, for example, I have seen people proposing that. If you have 3 frequency, for example, on your cold traffic ads, then you have to close them. Well, you will never be able to scale like this, because the big ad accounts, they have this kind of frequencies on cold traffic ads. Anyway. Hello everyone, I understand, thanks to Konstantinos, that grouping interest by size, small, medium, large is the best practice. Yep. When it continues to incorporate behaviors and demographics such as targeting parents, should I layer these on top of the interest to refine my audience further, or should they be integrated as defined further? No, you should not do this define further and stuff. Just use one layer of interest, okay? Don't do 2 or 3 layers of interest with define further. Does it matter if I put the demographics and behavior on top and then define further by interest? Don't define further, okay? It's not a good practice. It's going to limit your audience a lot. You can do define further only if you're desperate with your CPMs and you want to go even deeper on interests, trying to find hot pockets that are going to give you something, a normal number, and you're getting very high because your pixel is untrained or whatever. If I put the demographics and behaviors on top, does it prioritize the type of audience part for this example rather than the interest? Thank you. yeah, whatever is on top, then first starts from this, then defines further to the other below. But it's working as a combo, okay? But the people that is targeting, they have to be on the top, but also have the same interest from the bottom, define further from that. If you just put 3 interests in the same ad set without define further, basically it can pick someone who likes interest A, or someone who likes interest B, or someone who likes A and B, or someone who likes A, B, C, or someone who likes only C, or someone who likes only C and B. So it can do that. When you're working with define further, it's going to pick someone from the top, let's say A from the top and D from the define further, or B from the top and D from the further. This is how it works. This is the end of the first part of the Facebook Ads Breaking News podcast. If you don't want to miss the second half of the podcast, where I'm answering all the remaining questions of the week, visit my Patreon page following the link on the description. This was the Facebook Ads Breaking News podcast. Like it or not, it is what it is.